Hi, all. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. Getting ready for Monday, I just came back from kids, some events over the weekend, came back yesterday late night, opened my outlier. I started looking into things. So, let's get started. So, again, my name is Mahesh. I'm co founder of Outlier. So, every day, I try to look into our dashboard. I look into what's happening in the market, if there are any red flags, any good news, or anything happening in the market. I try to cover that alongside with the data that I see in the outer dashboard to see if there are any opportunities out there. So, a quick introduction about Outlier. What we have built here is a platform that monitors how investors react to these changing market conditions every day. You have these Fed meetings going on, you have these labor report coming out, you have these uh, anything happening in market, you see that people react, right? So investors react. So that's kind of something uh, changes over time, and our platform, our software, it monitors it, and we have a way to determine if investors are acting fearful, greedy, and by how much. So that's kind of a little bit about the platform. So let's dive into what I am seeing today. So I started. I my day usually start with looking into the broader market before even I kind of opens outlier. So I looked into still labor market is still like not very hot right now. So which is kind of a little bit worrying to me as Fed is cutting rate. I mean, they want that labor condition, the employment condition doesn't deteriorate, because if that happens, right, you may see a bigger correction in the market. And one thing I'm kind of looking closely is the manufacturing index, which gonna usually it's come around the first week of the month, around third of the month every month. So that is something that I am kind of looking at right now. And I can tell you one thing, that last month the the manufacturing sector actually contracted, and I'm not very hopeful right now, because the way the market is, labor conditions are, things like that. I don't have high hopes. So I may be very careful around those times when that's going to happen. But let's dive into the sectors again. uh, what I'm looking into, the sectors, market indexes, let's start with that. Overall, I would say market breadth is still looking good, right? As I mentioned, couple of things I look here every day. This indicator, this oscillator, bullish percent, it need to, for me, to consider that yes, the market is kind of moving upward in the positive direction. I need to make sure that it's kind of moving up, but I tend to be very careful when it start reaching and it start plateauing, right? So in coming days I may see that. So right now I know that it's kind of moving in the upward direction. And number of stocks, right? So you have number of stocks within a sector index, right? S&P 500 has 500 companies in it. We cover around 2200 stocks and ETFs. So what I'm looking here, right, is from last week we can have number of stocks in downtrend are going down, and the number of stocks in uptrend are going up. So which is kind of in line with my, if I'm planning to go long, I usually look into these indicators. So far so good. No red flags, no red flags so far, but now it's time for me to be careful in coming days, because at some point of time it's going to change direction, right? You have that few reports coming in, in a week or so. I'll be a little bit more careful around these times. I look into some of the other sectors. I look into S&P 500. So far so good. What I'm looking in S&P 500, still from, I guess, September 13th, it has been in this uptrend, and I think it may go up a little bit more for some days before we see a correction. It's easy to look at this data. All you have to do is look at these two indicators, come here and see which way the wind is moving, which way this oscillator is going, whether number of stocks in uptrend, downtrend, it's going down, going up. So it's straightforward. So uh, again, discretionary is another sector I was looking at this morning. So I think there's still some life in it, right? I look at Amazon, right? So one of the stocks, one of the key stock is in discretionary is you have Amazon, you have Tesla, right? So and if I kind of look from around September 13 when it started to move up based off of this particular indicator, I pull Amazon price chart, you know, from September 13th, around this time frame, from $186 to around $192. Not bad. It's good. Um, uh, it may keep on going up, but I'll probably be very careful in coming days. Same thing with Tesla. Um, if I pull Tesla, I love how much Tesla has moved in last, I guess, some time. But again, coming from September time frame, right? September 13th, around that time, when I was looking at the discretionary sector was in that uptick, right? From that time, 229 to right $248 till now. So it's really good. So it's very powerful data point. I think if you log in, make yourself familiar with this data point. So it will definitely help you. Uh, as I said, right now, if I'm planning to go long, I may wait. I'm not very, I don't want to just jump in right now because things are already moving up from last week. We can have, it may keep on going up for next few days, a week and a half. But when correction happens, I don't want to get caught in that. So right now, I'm kind of on the sidelines. Same thing with watch list. Lot of opportunities today. 59. If you guys saw my video on Friday, we were looking at around 76 or 77 stocks that were in bull list, daily bull list. So this number has gone down. And number of stocks in bear list has started to go up, right? So again, this is the time when it's kind of ready to change direction in coming days. As I said, it may not happen right away, but it's going to happen in coming days, or maybe a week or so. So I'll be keeping an eye. So no plan for me to go long right now, but there are opportunities if you are trading, and if you're looking for a short-term opportunities, there are so many opportunities. You can look into it. Discretionary sector is one of the good sectors. So some of the stocks from S&P 500, you can look into it. So all in all, I would say that um, it's a positive overall sign. No major red flags of immediate turnaround, immediate correction. So coming back to my sheet of what I usually see in Outlier on day-to-day basis, you have market and sector analysis. I look into it. Uh, when I'm looking to trade individual names, I usually go into our daily bull and bear list, look for opportunities, uh, run some analysis into it. And then, of course, if I already have some positions, I monitor it day to day. That's all for today. As I said, it's pretty much um, in the direction that I'm expecting. But be careful in coming days, week. Correction may be in line, but I don't know how when it's going to happen. Uh, Coming back to my one of the offer that we have right now running on Outlier, if you are not a member, I would highly encourage it, because we are gonna raise the prices from next month. Right now just for $299, so you can just go to the website and get your pricing, lock your pricing. So that's all for today. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. If there's something that's new, I'll go over it. What I see, is there any opportunities? All of it I'll cover in my daily sessions. And let me know if you have any questions, or if there is any stock that you want me to look into. I am happy to do that. Uh, Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all.